down.
Great.
Screen. Boop-a-doo, and good.
And there we are.
Yeah. Gotta rehydrate my palate.
Mmm. Boop. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Need to be in the small player. So I can see the chat.
Live chat, lucky bat. Ooh, new thing. Press sup. Prussian blue. Late again. This is the quality I came for.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you want to know why I was late? Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, that's a pretty good reason to be late.
Alright, so on these Stormtroopers, which were a little gummy in the detail, but they're alright. I've already applied some paint. I applied a white primer and a wash of Games Workshop white contrast paint. And so they're kind of dirty gray. And so I have to try to make them cleaner white and gray.
Mm-hmm.
Rizabera. The quality difference between the first Legion releases and the hard plastic ones now is insane. I know. I have a whole bunch of Legion stuff, and it's, yeah. Some of it is great. And I think these Stormtroopers are probably the worst I've seen. I'm guessing that this is the rock bottom. I mean, they're not bad, but they're pretty rough. Rizabara. The hard plastic Legion models are on par with Games Workshop, if not better. Virtually no mold lines. Ooh. Interesting. I'm going to need to get me some of them. And I will. I will one day own every Legion model.
And that is a promise.
It is.
If you want to make sure that promise is kept, join the Patreon.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Okay. I don't really want to dry brush because I feel like that'll make them look dusty. Chris Jackson, yo! Does the video look off to anyone else, or is Jay just really shaky? I don't know.
Looks perfectly fine.
Maybe you're really shaky. Maybe you're in an earthquake.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Mr. Strangebrain, pew pew. Man, I can't hit Luke or Han Solo, and the gang are a tricky bunch to hit. In Rogue One, though, I feel like they did an okay job of making Stormtroopers a little bit scary. Because nobody had a lightsaber in that movie. Nobody could dodge bullets. Chirrut and Baz could dodge bullets. Or not, Chirrut or Baz couldn't dodge bullets, but Chirrut could a little. Do I not have a paint cup near me?
Just do it without it. Yeah. Zero problems whatsoever.
Rizabara, I have every Rebel and Imperial model. Not dipping into Clone Wars anytime soon anyways. Oh yeah, I'm going to dip into everything. Right now, though, all I have is Rebel and Imperial.
But you're going to be into everything. Michael Spitz, howdy do. I'm so sorry for missing the stream Saturday, but I got my second COVID vaccine on Friday, and I slept 18 and a half hours on Saturday. I'm a Pfizer boy. How about you? Jeez, it really knocked you out. I'm a Moderna. Joe Dracos, I just came to say Stormtroopers suck.
Yeah.
They've had a negative 50 billion to hit any character. The only time Jar Jar is useful.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit the thing of Star Wars. Like no one can really die.
Yes.
Unless we're watching Rogue One.
Then everyone can die. Prussian Blue restarted stream, and now Jay looks like he's actually a person and not a malfunctioning Necron.
Dancing of Doom makes me want to find a Captain Rex or ARC Trooper 5's model off the internet. Oh my god, every single Legion model gets me excited to paint it. Every single one out there. Like there's even models that you're not really meant to have. Like there's objective marker models, and I want to paint those. Like sure, I could use a quarter. Or I could use this Nemoidian guy.
Cow Transu, Pfizer boy represent. People that have the Pfizer vaccine are losers.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel? Bet everybody feels so horrible. And they're elitists.
Mm-hmm.
George Burchett. Opinions on the new dragon models for Age of Sigmar.
I dig it.
Looks like they would be a challenge.
It definitely looks like it'll be a painting challenge. It's a pretty classic dragon, which I think is nice. I was looking at the because I now have a Stormcast army, and so I was looking at the Stormcast monsters, and they both suck, but the dragon's pretty cool. I could paint the dragon.
Yeah, 'cause we were looking at it today. The old dragon, the Stormcast Ana dragon, looks a little silly.
Honk. I mean, that's the noise it looks like it makes.
It does look like it makes that.
Mega Splits. Speaking of Necrons, here are my 15 Necron warriors primed and built. Can't wait.
Yeah.
RZIBARA. Also, Legion rules for Stormtroopers show they're skilled, but the E11 blaster's trash. Blakey Rex, hello! Lucky Bet. I feel like a silly goose, alright.
Yeah, you do. Go back and get Moderna.
Prussian Blue. Speaking of Age of Sigmar, I'm really wanting a Skaven army right now. Clan Skyre.
Yeah.
Scray.
Do it. Skaven's fun.
Skaven is pretty cool.
I like a good Skaven.
The thing with Skaven though is it seems like a lot of their army is pretty old. Like if you look at the gorgeous art for them, and then you look at the models.
Yeah. Especially the main clan rats.
Yeah.
Are a little rough. Yeah. If they could have a redo, I think wowee would they look nice.
Yeah. I think if they were redone, they'd be a lot like the Gene Stealer cult. Like because they have a lot of normal stuff. I think I gotta wet my dry brush a little. That's one of the ways to get rid of the dusty look. But it still has to be dry. I guess it's damp brushing is what it is.
I know when I was a wee lad in high school, Skaven was my army. If I was to start, which I kind of did, because I bought that set for Warhammer Fantasy Battles. But I mean,
talk about a game
cooler.
that's gone the distance. Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
Exactly.
Although supposedly it's coming back.
For salty nerds.
For salty nerds. Yeah, it is sad that once they stop making a game, they actually they send out a mandate for you to destroy all of your models and gaming books and stuff. Exactly. And if you don't, they come to your house and they wreck your stuff.
Exactly. And erase the memories of having fun.
They
out of your head.
do. It's crazy. Yeah, they have the Men in Black flashlight thing.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. It's pretty insane, but honestly, kind of fair.
Yeah,
I would say.
that's why people get so worked up. That's why that guy burned his army to try to stave off the Games Workshop people.
Exactly.
It wasn't just somebody being just a salty boy.
Exactly.
You know what? This is actually kind of working. A little dry brush, a little damp brush.
Lucky bat, rat base, rat base, rat base.
For a good old rat swarm.
If
should get
one
some of
model
those.
doesn't need to be updated, it's that one. That model doesn't need an update. Perfect the way it is.
Dancing of Doom. I want to finish my Night Lords tonight. Got 4 to still work on, and 2 that are almost finished. And I'm too warm, but I'm too warm where I'm at, and I don't want to move into the cold living room to paint.
Wear a sweater.
Blakey Rex, do you have the ARC Trooper kit for Star Wars Legion? I don't have any Clone Wars stuff yet. I guess trilogy or prequel stuff. I only have trilogy stuff right now. I have a bunch of expansions and the core box. That's all I got. Although I want to get everything.
That keyword is yet.
Yet. Oh yeah, yet. Yeah, Legion's gonna get 100%ed, and then I think they present me with a plaque.
Mm-hmm. Ours King 4332. What are you dry brushing on?
This is good old-fashioned heavy body acrylic white.
Good old fashioned.
Ma's old-fashioned.
Mm-hmm. Have you mentioned on stream about your dwarf crisis?
No, I don't think so.
For some reason, you like dwarves.
My heart has been on Seraphon, but I've really not been feeling painting up skinks, like loads and loads of skinks. But I was looking at the Caradron Overlords, the steampunk flying dwarves, and they kind of look pretty dope. Love the idea of painting up like a couple of guys, and then big flying boats. I never ever paint vehicles, but I feel like I could paint those vehicles.
Mm-hmm. And they're fun. They're really, really fun. I know on Sunday we looked into we went through the rule book, the rules for Age of Sigmar. So I think we're probably ready-ish to play our very first game.
Yeah. And we have Dominion. Apparently Dominion set us up. We got everything really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With options. You can take options. Michael Spit, America's favorite heavy body white. Exactly.
Rizabara, good method for the blaster is lead belcher with Black Templar over it. Did that for all of my Imperial blasters. I think I'm gonna do what Sarastro does, which is he glazes on top a blue-black, and then does contrast Black Templar, and then dry brushes gray. Lloyd Boy 500. Hi, I'm new to watching your channel. Why do you have a dislike your videos? I thought thumbs up were to like your vids. I'm well confused. I'm Lloyd from London. Well, a dislike and a like are the exact same thing, and we think it's funny to get a lot of dislikes.
Exactly. And we've carried this tradition on for months.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to stop.
Yeah, okay, this he's whiter than the other one.
Exactly. I know, I see 3 people liked this, and that's ridiculous. Who would like this?
Dark Avenger 3510. I'm starting my new army Saturday. Guess which one, Jay? I'm gonna guess.
Space Marines. It's a good guess.
Space
I feel
Dwarves. That is a good guess.
I feel like if somebody asks that question, you should just say Space Marines.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, that's like a 50-50.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Quality guess.
Michael Spitz, wait, we dislike for a reason? I just hate these losers.
I love the idea of somebody seeing this and being like, God, that's a lot of dislikes. I gotta check this out.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta know why this is so offensive.
Yeah, we get some of the most offensive streams.
We do.
I would say. Hell, I'm offended right now.
Mm-hmm. Prussian Blue, also Skaven have fun rules like lead from the back, which makes lookout sirs apply in melee, and they can hide one weapon team in every 10 models that can pop out and shoot or attack post-charge.
Interesting.
Ares King 4332, if you do manage to get the Clone Wars set, would you be willing to kit bash them or keep them as is? I don't know. I know there's lots and lots and lots of 3D printing options for Legion, so maybe I'll have to get a bunch. I was thinking about, because the starter set comes with a whole bunch of Phase 2 Clone Troopers, but my preferred Clone Trooper is the Phase 3, so I was thinking of giving them ponchos like they had briefly in the 2D animated Clone Wars. And I thought that would look neat, because those ones were Phase 2 clones. So that'd be a very minor kit bash, but I think it would make them stand out and be very unique.
Dark Avenger 3510. Orcs is the secret army. The Beast Snagus box, my Games Workshop store pre-orders did not come in yet. That's rude.
MH just hopped in a stream. Can someone in the chat fill me in? Did he use contrast paints or standard acrylic so far? Someone in chat, let him know. No, it's I primed him gray, and then I airbrushed on white, and then I gave him a coat of Games Workshop contrast paint white. I forget the name of it, and then now I'm dry brushing him with white paint.
White paint.
Although all I've done this stream is dry brush. I did all of that pre-stream. Dancing of Doom. I'm one of those that liked it per usual. Speaking of dwarves, found a box starter set for the Age of Sigmar Naked Dwarves and the Wingless Red Dragon Lizard, and was nearly tempted to, but just for those dwarves. Yeah, those are the fire dwarves
Slayers?
or whatever. Yeah.
The Fire Slayers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those ones are way more lame.
Yeah, they're not as fun as the steampunk.
I'll say it.
Where's my white paint?
I mean, but pretty much every army's lame, except for Gloom Spike gets. And that's the truth.
I found it.
Congratulations.
Little Liquitex Heavy Body Acrylic Titanium White.
Chris Jackson, I'm not even paying attention to the stream. I'm just prepping the bases for my Hellblasters, which are almost done.
Wait, you don't all dutifully watch every step?
That's insane.
I thought we were all painting whatever I'm painting at the same time together in tandem.
Yeah, you're all painting the exact same models, right?
What, are you guys just looking for entertainment while you do other things?
Yeah, that's kind of disrespectful to us and our craft.
Yeah.
El Rondorio, and Gloomspike Gits are extra lame unless it's all Troggoths.
Ooh.
I was saying, yeah. I mean, that's pretty rude. I mean, I like all types of Gloomspike Gits. I do like the Troggoths. I have a bunch. I have 6 Troggoths, and then I have a Dankhold Troggoth. Or a Dankhold Trog boss.
Does he dank right in the hole?
I haven't built it yet. Exactly. I do like them. The rules seem fun too, with the regenerating wounds and all that kind of stuff. But who knows? We haven't even played a game yet.
Jason Alaska, the new Stormcast Dragon has me for day 1 pre-order. That thing is amazing. I'll probably be right there with you. It's pretty good.
It's not as cool as all the Cruel Boy stuff, but yeah, it's great.
And what I'm digging about Age of Sigmar is it looks like army composition is pretty easy. It's like everything is infantry, unless it's a leader, an artillery, or a monster. That's pretty easy to keep track of. Because you can kind of see what a monster is. And you can kind of see what an artillery is. It's not like in 40k where it's like, oh, is that a fast attack or an elite choice? Is that a heavy support or an elite choice? Anything can go in the elite choice. And it's almost, I almost feel like with 40k, it's like, doesn't matter. Like those army building rules are just kind of holdover rules. Like, does it really matter how much fast attack someone brings? Is it going to be really unfair if someone brings a whole bunch, too much fast attack?
There's actually too much fast attack. Because you would assume that with the points, isn't it all perfectly balanced?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like there would have to be hidden points in the different types of units. Like a heavy support is worth more than a transport. But it's not costed the same. It's just costed the same in how many you're allowed to bring.
Yeah.
But then there's rules where you are kind of allowed to bring them if you bring this sort of a detachment with this number of things. But then, yeah, it just gets a little... I like the idea of just bring what you want. In theory, the points balance it all out.
Or a super simple... This is this, and then you get these benefits. Elrondorio, how many paychecks does it take to buy one of those new dragon kits? That's a great question.
2.
That's a great question. How much do you think those dragons are going to cost?
I'm going to guess 120.
Damn. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot. Well, I don't know. I guess the other dragons aren't that much, I guess. They're like... I didn't even look at the price.
Are they 60?
I think they were maybe 60 or 70.
Yeah, they should be because they're kind of they're spindly. It's not like
That's true.
Like the thing that's insane. Like we always say how insane it is. The big ass spider for Age of Sigmar or for the Gloomspike Gits is 5750.
Yes, on the biggest base Games Workshop makes.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Or Kragnos is, what was it, 160? 120? 160?
I think he might have been 160, maybe 150.
Yeah, that's,
yeah, we'll have to get a mail. We'll have to get a catalog, like in the catalog in the mail to get these prices right.
For some reason, I have the Games Workshop web store open.
Ooh, mustache glasses, suggestions for motivation or ways to keep yourself interested in painting, and just play video games or watch a movie. And just come back to painting when you feel like it. If you know yourself and you're like, I never want to do it, but once I start it'll be fine. Maybe like go grab a mini off the shelf that's done and then add like 15%. That way like you can abandon it and it's fine. But you'll have like a really quick hobby win. Like if you add eyes or you highlight the hair or you fix the gun a little. But if you start painting and you're like, this sucks, you can just put it back on the shelf. Blanky Rex, do you know any really shiny gold paints? I think the shiniest gold paint I've ever come across is Vallejo Liquid Gold. It's an alcohol paint. And boy, oh boy, it is shiny.
Speaking of shiny, Kragnos is 160.
Mmm. Kyle Transu. Kragnos is about tree fitty.
Exactly.
I bet though the
That's
dragon's
what
around a hundo.
Yeah.
I know the dwarf ship that I want is I think 120 for the biggest ship.
I mean, is it? It doesn't look that giant.
Yeah.
Like, it is big, but it's not. It's not that big.
Mm-hmm. Always make sure to highlight your stormtrooper asses.
Oh yeah.
You know, we know where the camera loves.
Oh yeah. Very true. I know. I've been debating on what monster I want for my army.
Mm-hmm.
God, I think I gotta go Mangler Squigs.
Mm.
They're just so much fun.
What about for your Cruel Boys?
Well, I would assume the creepy man. I don't know his name at all. I would assume he's a monster because I would take him.
Mm-hmm.
If he's a monster. I think it would be interesting because I've been debating between the lizard guy. I know all their names. The lizard guy and the vulture guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I might, even though I like the lizard guy a little bit more, I might go vulture guy because I want to have something that's flying because that sounds like fun.
That's true. Power Surge. By the way, guys, found some soft pastels at Ross. Was able to get my whole set of warm, earthy colors for only $3. Came with large bars of each color.
Nice.
Lucky bat. What a lovely moist brushing.
Mmm.
Oh yeah, if you're not moist brushing, you're not living.
Yeah.
Oop, too moist. Too moist. That's just water.
MH, what percentage of your car money is going to minis? What do you mean car? You don't get to have a car and minis. It's one or the other.
Dark Avengers Rep 10. Jay, tomorrow I'm going to sell my car to... I got the buyer ready.
Yeah. We'll steal it right before that.
Mm-hmm. Jason in Alaska. The Greater Wog. You can use both Cruel Boys and Gloom Spites.
That's true. You can. Yeah, it's pretty great.
That's kind of like my dream because everyone I like for Age of Sigmar is in the hero faction.
Yeah, the loser faction.
Order.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even
otherwise
if
known as loser.
And so, if I do collect and I already have Stormcast Eternals, and then maybe I get some Caradron Overlords, and then I get some Lizardmen. I mean, I could take all of it in a big old game if I wanted.
Mm-hmm. I do think that sounds more fun than collecting a bunch of different 40k armies and then not being able to use them all.
Well, you can use them all if it's all Imperial.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ars King 4332. Question: is it possible to watch these streams offline? It is. If you look in our description, you can see the third link is past live streams, and that takes us to a playlist. Or if you go to our main channel page and you scroll down a little bit, there's a playlist right on there. It's a little hard to find them because YouTube is silly with how they. Because if we kept them all public, it would populate our video page and nobody would be able to find any of our videos.
Yeah, they would just see 10 trillion streams and like a couple videos.
Exactly.
I think this is our 10 trillionth stream.
Exactly. How many streams do you think we've actually done? Do you had to guess?
130.
I'm going to guess, but I'm not looking yet. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're probably in the because we've been doing it for almost a year.
That's true. That is true.
I'm gonna guess 250 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's too many. Let's see. 246.
Wow. Chris Jackson, I got the new 40K audiobook yesterday, and I'm loving it so far. It's Alfarius, Head of the Hydra. Neat. Ethan Lewis started working on Thousand Suns, so many spikes, and excited for Hexfire. Ooh, oh yeah, Hexfire. Is that the new box? For,
Yes.
neat.
It's Thousand Suns and Grey Knights.
Yeah. Although it doesn't come with Grey Knight Terminators, so what's the point?
It comes with the Suns Terminators, doesn't
Yeah, but
it?
who cares? Yeah, it does, but who cares about those? I want a Grey Knight army, but I want an Oops all Terminator army.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to touch a strike squad.
Yeah. More like FU squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the question? I saw a question for me. Internet man, hey Nick, did you pick up the Beast Snega box? No. It's very cool. It's a very cool box. But I'm not super into it. I think if I was starting my orc army all over again, that would be perfect. But maybe when it all comes out separately, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I don't think I love it, but I think because I also have a small orc army, but I want it to be all about buggies and bikes.
And see,
I don't think they fit into my buggies and bikes.
and if I was to kind of rework my orc army, which I've been thinking about a little bit, barely, I would love to go all mech. So besides like the Great White Squig,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would fit pretty well. But the other guys, I don't think it really would.
Mm. Makes sense. I love that the orcs have so many options. You can kind of just pick the flavor.
You can.
Michael Spitz, are the dragons like knights? Can I just show up with 3 badly painted dragons and play? I didn't read the rules that hard for open play. It seems like you're supposed to follow the battalion or the battalion system, but it does. There was one where it was 1 HQ and 3 monsters.
So there you go.
So if you got one more model, you could bring your 3 badly painted dragons.
Because we'll probably try it out with open play, and then as we figure it all out, we'll move on to match play. And then work up to doing the Warhammer events and stuff. Obviously,
I'm a little annoyed at that giant ass book. There was 4 missions for match play.
Yeah.
Make a dozen. Make 10. I don't like. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not make a lot? Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. At least make it 6 so that you can roll for it. They'll probably come out with more down the line, but that sucks. Although maybe the 4 are so much fun, you'll never want to play anything else.
Exactly. Brandon Galloway, how's the quality on these compared to more modern Games Workshop sculpts?
These are from the Legion starter set, and so they're okay. I think these Stormtroopers are probably the worst in the kits, although they look all right. I mean, they're Stormtroopers. They have some mold line issues, and they're a little gummy. You can see there's a little bit of ugliness near that arm joint, but they're serviceable. I've heard that everything since this has been better, and they're switching from this soft PVC plastic to hard polystyrene plastic, which is very nice. That's really what you want your models made out of. That's what Games Workshop models are made out of. But everything else I have is a little better than this, and some things are quite a bit better, like the vehicles I have are nice. They're made of polystyrene.
David Henderson, you guys got me to dig out my Stormcast with you painting the Dominion box sets.
Nice. Yeah, I like the Stormcast. I'm reading their book, the called something.
Yeah.
Called.
It's a shame that no cool people, play Stormcast. It's all nerds.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a nerd?
What's that book called? It's got a name. I'm pretty
Stormcast
sure.
are for nerds. The book. The book, the musical.
But the Stormcast are actual good guys, which I'm very not used to because 40k.
Yeah, they are. They are actual good guys.
Who are just doing their best. I think this is the hardest I've made my dry brush work yet. This is a Army Painter dry brush. It's the small one, and I really like it. Like the purpose-built dry brush are actually pretty good. They give you a good amount of control, and they're fairly sturdy. Although I've already lost a couple of hairs in this painting session. Which I guess is to be expected for just slamming bristles back and forth across a model.
Internet man, Stormcast look cool, but I have enough big armored dudes.
That's fair. I mean, I only have 10,000 points of Space Marines, so I could use some more big armor guys.
Yeah. Although they're different. They're gold. They're gold. I think you should have painted your Stormcast black.
Yeah, black with red and tan accents.
Exactly. I think that would have been fun.
With a Templar crosses on them.
El Rondorio, my Gloomspite Gits collection is all Troggoths.
Ooh.
As if anyone couldn't guess.
So that's totally doable. I guess you could take King Troggoth as your HQ, or is he a No, he's not a monster.
No. I think
he's a person.
I think you can. I think you totally can. And it seems like the model count is low.
I bet it would
be. Because Yundrasta is a 300 points. Which is insane.
So you get yourself a couple of Troggoths. Maybe those, what aren't they called, like freshwater Troggoths? Which are like the fish people? A couple of those. Are the Yetis part of your guys?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, they're part of Destruction, I think.
I feel like they're the same thing from a different, hemisphere.
That's racist for you to say that.
Yeah, one is a Troggoth and the other one is a Yeti. I mean, the similarities end there.
I mean, one of them likes the cold and the other one's like a cave dweller, but not an ice cave. Not an ice cave.
Jason in Alaska. Hey Jay, have you ever painted a non-game model on stream, like a 75mm unit that Monument Hobbies sells for their monthly paint party? Oh yeah, they had the Gorilla Astronaut? Was that them? Never painted that, but I've painted other things before. Like I painted salamanders from Cobra Mode.
Santa.
Santa. I painted Bad Santa. Yeah, mix it up occasionally.
That was given to us by the one and only Chicky Nugs.
It was. Michael Spitz, Jay, Nick, look at what is the Clone Trooper core set for Legion? All you need. Essentially, does it have the rules? The book. Yeah, the starter sets have all the rules. And all the models, and all the tokens, and all the dice, and all the cards. And I bought a bunch of expansions because the game doesn't have like codexes. It has cards. So when you buy a model, it comes with its cards. So I don't think there's anything else you need. It does have unique dice, though, so I think you do need to buy one of the starter sets. I think they might sell the dice separately, but you'd also need the rules. And the starter sets are a great deal, and not that expensive. They're like $80 for like 2 full-size armies and everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, I guess that's money, but that's, you know, when Games Workshop, they sell you just some orcs for way more than that.
I didn't know that this stream was sponsored by Fantasy Flight.
Ah, it is. I wish.
Wow.
Fantasy Flight, send me all the models. I will paint all the models if you send me all the models. I'll also paint all the models if you don't send me all the models, but...
Don't say that. You paint them all in a week? What if that was the stipulation?
If they send me every model from Star Wars Legion, I'll paint them all in a week.
It all has to be perfect.
Yep. Rizabara, do you guys know of any Dark Souls minis from the board game? You guys have any of the Dark Souls minis? I don't have any, but I have painted a bunch of them because a friend of mine had that board game, and we spent an evening painting up the minis. We didn't get them all done, but he painted up the heroes, and I painted up a bunch of the monsters. And it was lots of fun. They're very cool. Unfortunately, they're also in this kind of soft PVC. Which is too bad because the sculpts are actually really cool. But the details are just a little bit soft, and like the swords are all kind of bent. But it's cool. I'd say if you like Dark Souls, probably worth a look.
Michael Spitz, I don't have a clue about Star Wars, but that Hoth flyer was like $30. So tempting, but so expensive and small.
The Rebel, was it the Snowspeeder? I don't know if I'll. Well, I guess I will get the flyers, but
I mean, yeah.
The Snowspeeder or the Airspeeder, I think, is going to be one of the last things I get, because I had a toy one growing up, and I also had the Lego set, so I feel like I've experienced it.
You've gotten all the joy you can get out of it.
Rizabara, there are 2 neutral expansions that add a few extra objectives, and they also include lots of terrain. David Discord, rules are free on the Fantasy Flight Games website. Each unit comes with the basic cards and tokens needed to play. Yeah, Legion looks easy to get into. Dave Discord. Yes, Fantasy Flight Games loves their custom dice, and yes, they are sold separately. I kind of like them too, though. I think it feels a little special.
You got your special dice.
Yeah. They have fun pictures on them instead of dots.
I think the dots are fun. Is it just me, or does this channel attract people with Lego Star Wars as their avatars? I have noticed that as well. I think that's 100% a fact.
And
what
that was our
you,
goal.
Michael Spitz?
I think the fire effect in your last video, which everyone should watch, would look a lot more realistic if you dry brushed yellow or red around each fire. Yeah, it's like a little bit of an object source lighting. Yeah, that'd be cool. Blanky Rex, I would buy the starter set for Star Wars Legion because that is you buy the stuff to play the game. They are way overpriced. Like the dice are like $15 or $20. Wow. Aquino Quinones, so is it like 40k? The Empire are the good guys? Ha! No, the Imperium is not the good guys. I don't know if they're the worst guys. I mean, the Dark Eldar literally exist for torture.
Yeah, they're...
Whereas the
I would say
Imperium
they're
just exists
pretty
and does a lot of torture. But that's
Yeah.
not like the main thing.
Yeah, just one of the many things that they do.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
You know, definitely not saying no torture. You know, there's plenty of torture, but...
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Rondorio, I don't have Legos, I have nano blocks. I don't know what that is. Is it like Legos? I have Mega Blocks.
David Discord, I followed a lot of advice I found on various YouTube channels and have bought 2 of each starter. They actually give a great start at the core of the armies. 2 of each Legion starter? I mean, that would give you a buttload of models. What is it? It comes with 14 Rebels, 14 Imperials, a Walker, 2 speeder bikes, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker? Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. So yeah, you'd get double
custom
that.
dice?
Custom dice. The rules. And some terrain. Like some really basic terrain walls.
Yeah, double fisting that rule book.
Mm-hmm. And a ruler that can bend.
Exactly. El Rondorio, they're like tiny Legos. That sounds about right. Ooh. MH, Lincoln Logs, greater than Legos.
No, Tinker Toys. Or
Yeah.
Peak building toy.
I had Tinker Toys, I had Lincoln Logs.
I never had
All
Tinker
fun.
Toys, but my grandma had Tinker Toys.
Oh,
And so I
that's
got
fun.
to play Tinker Toys when I went to her house.
Did she play with the Tinker Toys?
No, I think they might have been my dad's.
Ah, she played with them.
Yeah.
She definitely played with them.
Rizabara, controversial opinion, but I think the custom dice in Legion help simplify attack rolls. Legion is better way to simplify a war game than how 8th edition 40k did it. Now 8th edition, everybody poops on 8th edition. 8th edition was great, especially like top of 8th edition. People say like, oh, they simplified it into the ground. Nope. They just got rid of all the dumb stuff that no longer functioned because there was too many units in the game. Like, like the templates. Like, oh, they got rid of templates. Now there's no more strategy. Well, you know what? The templates just ended up hitting about 2 to 6 people. You know what else can tell you if you hit 2 to 6 people? A D6.
Yeah.
And it was fine in 3rd edition when you'd have, like, 1 template weapon. But it ended up being, like, if you played guard, you'd be dropping, like, 5 templates a turn.
Mm-hmm.
No fun. Although I've never played Legion. Legion's probably great, too. And also, 8th edition didn't really simplify anything. It just streamlined some things.
Michael Spitz. Okay. In my defense, I made this my PP like 8 years ago. So fight me. I am the OG. Like 3 people have left comments telling me they're gonna copy me, but I am the OG. Amazing.
Dave Discord, been focusing on my Rebels, and I've been building a lot of Mandalorians. Ooh. You know, I hear there's this show called The Mandalorian. I hear it's pretty good.
Ah.
Prussian Blue, 8th edition seems really unfun, in my opinion. Same for 9th, at least from a fluff standpoint. Wait, unfun because of fluff? Because I was looking at all the customization options for Renegades. Oh, well, yeah, if you play an army that barely exists. Also, it barely existed in 7th edition, too.
Mm-hmm.
In 7th, it was amazing. Yeah, if you play an army that doesn't exist. 7th edition, 8th edition, and 9th edition are not going to be your jam. But if you play a real army, 8th and 9th edition are fine.
Michael Spitz. PP is profile pic for you nerds.
Ah.
I mean, I thought PP was Patreon plug. Speaking of Patreon plug, we have a Patreon. You should join our
We
Patreon.
do. We have a goal where we do battle reports.
Exactly.
And they're going to be the best battle reports. No one will have better battle reports.
Yeah.
If you think some people out there right now have good battle reports, you have no idea.
Exactly.
Ours are going to blow them out of the water.
Exactly. The amount of visuals, strategery, and fun times. Wow, we're gonna have them beat.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get so strategic, it's gonna be like Stratego.
Exactly.
We're gonna get straight up shoots and ladders over here.
Ooh. Shoots and ladders. Shoots and ladders.
Rizabara, Legion still has firing arcs for vehicles with custom vehicle bases that help with weak points and fixing movement from notches in the bases. Ah, that's neat. See, I think the reason that Legion gets to still do that is because there's like 10 vehicles. Whereas for 40k, orcs have 10 vehicles. Maybe more. Prussian Blue. In 7th, they had a boatload of customization, and in general, 7th and stuff seemed to have had more customization and fluffiness. Possibly. The one big thing I didn't like about 7th edition was the, 19 pages of universal special rules. That got annoying, and I would forget them often, which I get good, but... And then the chart was still a little annoying. You mostly memorize it, but there were plenty of times where I'd be like, "Oh, that hits on 3s, wounds on 4s. Are you sure?" And then instantly I would be like, "I have no earthly idea," because it would just become muscle memory, but I wouldn't know. Rizabar. Mando is the first thing I've enjoyed in Star Wars since Rogue One. Well, clearly you're wrong, because Han Solo came out in between those.
Boom. Will it be like the 2014 battle report you guys did? That one was so good. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't want to set the bar too high, but I think we might even top it.
Mm-hmm.
Declan Russell, I have never seen a more wretched channel of scum and villainy. Oh yeah.
Amazing. Nick Reese, Winter's SEO battle reports help me learn to play the game.
Yeah, I've seen their stuff.
We're gonna teach you how to win your life. That's what we're gonna teach you. That's what these battle reports. That's how amazing these are gonna be. Exactly. Life-changing battle reports. That's what the series should be called.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Spitz, I commented on one Star Wars video and went to sleep and woke up the next day to 100 replies complaining how bad my PP was and how I was a loser because of Jar Jar.
Exactly.
Never have I laughed harder. I hate it when people make fun of my PP.
Mm-hmm.
Profile pic, of course. It's rude.
Rizabara, it's because of that and that all vehicles are on bases. 40k would benefit from bases with firing arc lines and movement tool notches, to be honest. Probably. I think they could. Their game could definitely use a facelift, because it seems like more modern games, even like Age of Sigmar, are figuring out new things.
Yeah, everything should be on cards, but the cards should be sizes of books.
Mm-hmm.
Each card is a page of a book. That's what it should be.
And you can buy a really expensive binder to put all your card pages in.
It's insane. So I can have Kragnos be part of my army.
Mm-hmm.
I have to buy a $40 book for one model. Isn't that a little much?
Mm-hmm.
So it's $200 in total if you want that model
So
to
what
get him and the book.
what is his book? Like, is he part of a faction and, like... Because I know he can be taken in most destruction factions.
Yes.
Is it just called Kragnos the Book?
Yeah, it is.
What? How many pages of rules can there be for one centaur?
Let's see. I don't know. Okay, it looks like there's alliance abilities. There's updated war scrolls. Updated war scrolls for whatever the hell. There's a story in it.
Oh, thank God.
It doesn't say how many pages it is, which is dumb. It should say it's
It
1,000
should say
pages.
it should say exactly how many pages it is. Yeah, it should be 20,000 pages.
Doesn't say. Oh, it does. 136 page hardback book. That's a lot of pages. It looks kind of big. Aren't they all that big though?
Probably. How many pages was it?
136.
136. Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
Let's see.
I think the Necron Codex was 120.
Let's see. Battle Tome Gloomspite gets how many pages?
Elrondorio. Kids, I could not bring myself to go watch a movie without Harrison Ford as Han Solo. Well, if you did, you would have seen a really, really fun movie.
That is true.
And he does a great job as Han Solo. I mean, he's a different Han Solo because he's like 20 years younger than he was in the trilogy.
Well, this is weird. What the fuck? There's it doesn't say how many pages the book is, but I'm looking at images of the book, you know, their image viewer thing, and one of the pages has a 360.
Did they screw up their website?
Yeah, it must not be right, because if you click it, it doesn't do it.
Okay.
Oh, it loaded something, but then it didn't do anything.
Interesting.
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mistake.
Declan Russell, have you ever tried a World War II war game? Nope.
No.
I don't really get much into historicals. I like fiction.
Exactly. And we love dwarves.
Yeah.
We're one of the biggest dwarf channels out there, for some reason. And speaking of dwarves, it is exactly 10 o'clock.
Oh my God, that was quick.
It was quick.
I almost got done base coding all of the Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers. El Rondorio, thumbs down for naughty language. Fuck you. All right. We had a video out today. We're gonna have 2 more videos this week, and we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central tomorrow. So join us for that.
Your dad, very drunk. Hello, Jay and Nick. Pee pee poo poo.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you tomorrow for more Stormtroopers.
Yeah.